Hello and welcome to US Military Summary. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the F-111 Aardvark, a remarkable aircraft that played a pivotal role in the history of the US military. Developed by General Dynamics in the 1960s, the F-111 was unlike anything that had come before it. A long-range supersonic bomber capable of a wide range of missions, from ground attack to reconnaissance to electronic warfare. With its variable sweep wings and terrain-following radar system, the F-111 was a true technological marvel, a testament to the ingenuity and innovation of the American military. In the next few minutes, we'll explore the history, capabilities, and legacy of this remarkable aircraft, and gain a deeper appreciation for the men and women who flew it in service to their country. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the fascinating world of the F-111 Aardvark. The General Dynamics F-111 is a medium-range strategic bomber, reconnaissance, and fighter aircraft developed by General Dynamics for the United States Air Force in the 1960s and retired in 1996. However, it was still used by the Royal Australian Air Force, RAAF, where it was called the Pig, until it was fully retired on December 3, 2010. The F-111 Aardvark can carry over 14 tons of weapons, both in the wings and fuselage. In addition to various bombs, it also carries air-to-air, air-to-ground missiles, and even a gun, M61 Vulcan 20mm cannon with over 2,000 rounds. One of the challenges that designers faced in creating the F-111 was the need for an aircraft that could fly at very high speeds, but also take off and land on a short runway. Reducing the size of the wings would allow for less drag on the aircraft, allowing it to fly faster, but would not give it enough lift to reach the necessary takeoff and landing speeds, requiring a longer runway. For example, the F-105 Thunder Chief, a famous bomber of the Cold War era, had very small wings and required a runway over 1.6 kilometers long and limited the number of air bases it could operate from. Then, designers came up with a new idea which allowed the aircraft wings to extend or sweep back as needed. This meant that the wings would sweep back when the plane was taking off to create lift, and then sweep forward when it was flying to achieve higher speeds. The F-111 was the first aircraft designed in this way. Additionally, the F-111's breakthrough feature was its terrain-following radar, which allowed the aircraft to automatically adjust its flight path to avoid collisions. This enabled it to fly as low as 60 meters above the ground, even at night or in adverse weather conditions. The initial test flights of the F-111 showed promising results, with the aircraft being capable of flying at speeds of Mach 1.2 at low altitude and Mach 2.5 at high altitude, and requiring only a 600-meter runway for takeoff and landing. Later, it also became the first strategic aircraft capable of flying from the US to Europe without refueling in flight. In addition to its bombing mission, the F-111 Aardvark was also designed for reconnaissance and surveillance. One of the top requirements was that it had to be very fast. The F-111 was a pioneering aircraft in some military aviation technologies, including the design of wings that could change shape, swept or extended, turbofan engines with afterburners, and terrain-following radar for fast, low-altitude flight. The F-111 Aardvark was equipped with two Pratt & Whitney TF30 P100 turbofan engines, each with a thrust of 19.4 kN. With afterburner, the thrust was 112 kN, enabling the aircraft to reach speeds up to 2.5 times the speed of sound, or about 3,000 kilometers per hour. The F-111 Aardvark crew consisted of two members, pilot and weapon system officer. The operational range of the F-111 Aardvark was up to 5,190 kilometers, and its ceiling was 17.27 kilometers. The length of the F-111 Aardvark was about 22.4 meters. Notably, the wings of the F-111 Aardvark could sweep 9.75 meters or extend 19.2 meters depending on its flight mode. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of this aircraft. Advantages: the F-111 Aardvark is equipped with various types of weapons, including missiles and bombs. While the original version of the F-111 Aardvark was designed for quick attacks and radar evasion, later versions were equipped with new features, including the ability to fly low and attack ground targets. The F-111 Aardvark is also equipped with several precise control systems, including laser guidance and GPS positioning systems. This enables the aircraft to effectively hit targets accurately, especially in large-scale combat situations. In addition, the F-111 Aardvark has a long range and can operate for extended periods. It can perform missions in both nighttime and rugged terrain environments, allowing it to conduct long-range attacks and track targets for extended periods. This makes it a widely used multi-role fighter aircraft in wars around the world. Disadvantages: although it has participated in many successful military campaigns, it still faces some challenges and limitations in its development and use. Complex design is one of the biggest challenges of the F-111 Aardvark, with many different features and functions. This has led to the need for many complex control systems, making it prone to errors and difficult to repair. Additionally, the F-111 Aardvark is not considered effective in space combat, as it lacks the ability to engage in space combat. High cost is another issue with the F-111 Aardvark, making it uneconomical in certain situations. The F-111 Aardvark is very heavy, making it difficult to control and requiring precise control. It also has limitations in range compared to some other fighter aircraft. Finally, the F-111 Aardvark has experienced some accidents during its use, some of which have caused casualties. Overall, the F-111 Aardvark is a good multi-role fighter aircraft and has contributed greatly to the military history of the United States. However, it still faces some challenges and limitations in its development and use. In summary, the F-111 Aardvark is one of the most powerful and versatile multi-role fighter aircraft in aviation history. Its ability to fly at high speeds in low light and challenging terrain environments, along with its diversity in weapons and modern features, has helped the F-111 Aardvark carry out many important missions in large-scale wars. This aircraft is truly an icon of progress and development in the aerospace industry, leaving a significant mark in the history of the US military and aerospace industry. And it's time for me to say goodbye for now. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more updates in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.